Is this thing on? Is this thing on? Is this thing on? No drunk drivers. Y'all see the title. Battlefield 6, man. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I gotta get some ish off my chest, man. I'm gonna try not to use too much profanity, if any at all. But I figured I would talk to you. It's not a serious subject matter, so I get to, kind of freestyle this thing, man. But let's get into it. Battlefield 6. How did this even begin? So it's a little backstory. Uh, I was I was in the market for an infantry style fighting game. Of course, Call of Duty comes to mind. And I noticed that it was a free download on my Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass. I also have PS5 too, as well. And so I downloaded Call of Duty, and my plan was to play it. 100 and something gigs or whatever. I made space for it, all that good stuff. Ended up downloading it. And then one of my friends who I play online with, he told me about Battlefield 6 and that he played it already with a group of guys and he had a lot of fun. And he said it was free too, man. Or you can download that one too. So I'm like, okay, I go ahead and I look for it. And I seen these different versions. So I'm like, man, I'm seeing prices on this thing. It don't look like a straight up download. What's going on? So I find the one that was free. And I remember clicking that button to I guess download it. And we ended up did we no I didn't even get to play it yet. So I clicked the button to download it. And it asked me for my password again. I didn't think nothing of it. I thought maybe my internet got cut off. I don't know. A service dropped, connection dropped, whatever that is. Normally, I don't have to enter my password twice. And now I see why they have those warning signs of never to share your password, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera. I enter my password, it begins to download, and then I get a message, thank you for your purchase. I'm like, what? Thank you for my purchase. I didn't purchase nothing. This is a free download. My friend told me it was free. So I'm like, man, I was letting it download. I was like, man, let me check my stuff, man, to make sure I didn't buy this game. And I check my email. I get an email from Microsoft. Yeah, thank you for your purchase and all this. I was like, oh my goodness. These fools then bamboozled me, man. I ended up paying for the game. I did that was not my intention. Oh, I was mad. I was hotter than fish grease, as they say. I was about to email Xbox and Microsoft or whatever. I thought about all the red tape and hoops and hurdles I would have to jump in order to attempt to even get a refund. I know it was going to stress me out, make me extremely angry. And I thought about it. I'm like, man, it's not even worth it. You were in the market for that type of game. Well, there it is. I played Battlefield before on I think it was on 360, and I enjoyed my time with it. So I'm like, well, I know this one has to be great, which it is. So I'm like, oh well, I'll just go ahead and play the game. So far, yeah, I'm like, all right, bye bye Call of Duty. Move you to the side. I have to prioritize Battlefield 6 because I have now invested my money into the game. And so we play a couple of games, and I'm a beginner, so I'm a casual, right? And I notice I'm getting my head knocked off, getting killed within 10 seconds of the game, but it's all good. This is the learning curve. I get it, right? I'm looking at the leaderboard and I see the guys who are on a winning team. They have about 100 and something kills. So I'm thinking this is what it is. I'm like, all right, well, I'm gonna get my weight up. Watch me now, old head gaming. I'm gonna get my weight up. Old head know how to still get busy. I'm not new to this. I come from the original shooter, multiplayer shooter in James Bond, Nintendo 64. That's what got it all cracking, right? So I'm part of that era, right? So there's nothing new under the sun. So I'm gaming and I'm making progress, but just not enough. Because I remember I'm looking at the guys every time they win, or even on top of the even in the squad that I'm in on a sometime I win on a winning side. Of course, I'm getting carried, and they have about 90 something kills. So I'm like, man, I need to get up there. I need to get up there. So I go down this journey, go down the rabbit hole of looking in YouTube, and I'm typing in Battlefield 6 tips, looking at all this stuff, and I see these. They're telling me to go to the settings. Like settings? What does settings have to do with anything? I want to play the game. Show me give me the tips, man. Give me the juice, and we just go from there. So I'm looking at the settings, and they're like, well, you gotta adjust your screen to make it wide. So you increase that number. So I go ahead and do it. Hey man, at this point I'm a little desperate. I go ahead and do it, and it helped a little bit, but I'm still getting killed nonstop. Right? Nonstop. And I'm on casual. They tell me to adjust your infantry aim sensitivity. So I do all these numbers, and I'm like, why am I in settings so much? Why? And I'm adjusting the colors on the hood, making your mini map larger. The enemies, you want to make that brighter, whatever that is, that contrast color, the stuff that they're describing. I'm doing all of these things, and I'm grinding on the game. Pause. But I'm grinding on the game, and I'm still not making enough progress. Making progress, but not enough, because I'm still enamored with these 100 kills. And I look some more, and I look some more, and I see guys talking trash. Oh man, there's a skill gap, skill this, skill that. So I'm thinking, and then I'm looking. I found out there's a way you can have your sniper customized on your controller, or the for the sniper loadout or whatever. And the breathing was normally a separate button than your aiming. And so they telling me to make your breathing and the aiming the same button, so it automatically you can get your control your breathing, so you can get a straight line shot. And then it also adjusts the distance of the. I know I'm kind of messing it up. Don't get mad at me, you sweats. I'm gonna get on y'all for a second. Pause, but I'm gonna get at you. Y'all know where you adjust the numbers. Like if it's the greater the distance, you adjust the numbers for the bullet traveling and all that stuff. So yeah, once you can do that in the settings, you don't have to do that anymore. That's not a skill. That is not a skill. That is an edge, competitive edge. And if you don't know about it, you just don't know about it. That's all that is. That has nothing to do with skill. So I see these guys bragging about skill. Oh man, and some guys just don't know how to play the game. It is a skill. You just don't have enough skill. But yet, when I look online, I see all these people, these streamers, all of their weapons have zero recoil. Zero. They're shooting, automatically aiming, and that's what it seems like, because they have that too. And they're zooming down and they're shooting with little to no recoil. Absolutely no recoil. They're basically shooting lasers. So even when I play with my sniper, I'm trying to zoom in, and I see the enemy 2 or 3 seconds at best. Pow! Boom! I'm out of there. Dead. Shot in the head. 5,000 miles away, I'm gone. I was like, how in the hell did he see me? I'm covered. I am, I got shrubbery around me. I got rocks around me or whatever. I'm barely peeking through this little hole or whatever, and I still get shot. I can't even build up my sniper. Can't even get XP on my sniper, because every time I use them, I'm getting shot, and I'm far away from everybody. I get it, man. Eventually, somebody going to spot you, but damn, 3 seconds, 4 seconds, that's it. So I look again, I'm going down a rabbit hole of YouTube. A lot of you guys are having these cheating softwares talking about a skill thing. Now I know there's some guys, some sweats, who probably, this is their life. This is probably their livelihood. They're professional gamers. I get it, right? But not all of you are like that. I know that. All of you are not built like that. Every game, every game. You telling me I can't make any progress? Been gaming for most of my life. So I'm not a novice. I can catch on, right? This stuff is not new. You guys are bragging about all this skill. Let me show y'all. The meta this and meta that. Yeah, right. I got two stories I want to share with you before I get back on Battlefield 6. It reminds me a lot of 2K. I was playing 2K a couple years ago, and same thing was happening. I'm getting dog walked all throughout the wreck. I'm like, what's going on, man? What is going on? I play my regular season. I'm Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant. I get into the wreck. I'm trash. I don't even want to put a name to it. I'm just gonna say I'm trash. Didn't know what was going on. So I go down the rabbit hole again. Right? Go down the rabbit hole and looking into, oh man, you gotta adjust this, gotta adjust that, gotta adjust this. Oh, you gotta have the meta build. I'm like, what the world's a meta build? Meta build. Man, y'all coming up with these crazy names. I'm in my next story, I'm gonna show you when I say nothing's new under the sun. So they're like, yeah, you got to have this meta build. But I didn't want to do the meta build. I don't want to be like everybody else. Everybody else wanted to do the Curry slide and all this stuff. I'm like, no, man, I want to create a player, right? And play with my play style, the way I want to play. So that's what I did. But some of the stuff you have to do in order to compete because I could not hit a jumper to save my life. And so they were telling me, yeah, for a big, you got to have the O'Shea Brissett base. O'Shea Brissett? See, these are the things that you all are not explaining. The newer gamers, y'all are just following along with the trend or whatever. That makes no sense to have an O'Shea Brissett build. But yet, this is what I have to do in order to compete. Is that a skill? Is that a skill? Oh, it's going to open your green window. And it does. I'm thinking, hey, I got the big man. I get the big man. Oh, I get Kevin Durant. People who know how to shoot, right? That makes sense. Nope, none of that works. Clang, brick, clang, miss. So Kevin Durant can't make jumpers. I can do it in a when I'm playing against computer. I go over there to the online things. Nope, zero. Kevin Durant, nope, no. You gotta have O'Shea Brissett mixed in with Michael Olowokandi. Just random people. I don't know. I'm just throwing out names. I know it wasn't Olowokandi, but I'm just throwing out these names to where there is no correlation if you follow the game of basketball to have an O'Shea Brissett and being like, hey, man, I can make your jumper wet if you have that, select that build. You're telling me that's a skill? That's the skill set, right? This is what you all are claiming to be skill. So I did it. I had to because I was not able to make shots. Then you got to do the 60-40 blend or 55-45, whatever it is. All this intricate stuff just to compete on the game. Then I'm going against squads. We're going into the wreck. We're going against squads. And you guys are doing that because you all are running away from the smoke. I know. I'm talking about 2K now, but there is correlation with Battlefield. I'm going to get back to it. You guys are running away from the smoke. You were going into the wreck with your squads. Yes, you are a squad. You assimilated a team to go in there and play. I don't care how much you practice or how much you did not practice. You guys are trying to tiptoe around the issue because you know you're doing that for complete competitive advantage, by the way. Yeah, you're going in there for a squad, with the squad and going against randoms. This is what you call randoms. This is what I came into the terminology, randoms, in there. And you're in there and you're just smoking the competition. So that way you can brag about your win-loss ratio, your 3-point percentage shooting, all this stuff. Look at me, look at me, look at me. I'm this good. I'm this good. I have this much skill. No, you don't. No, you don't. Because guess what? After a while, I figured out how to play. And then I start dropping buckets on y'all, getting W's and all that. Shutting you down because you do the same thing over and over. I took some losses. But I'm just going in there dolo, random. And I'm not talking. There's another thing. I don't talk to y'all on the mics. I don't want to talk to y'all because at this, you're always going to be succumb to some type of racism, cursing out, or vulgar language. I'm gonna be everything under the sun except the child of God. Yeah, So I don't want to hear that stuff. I don't talk to y'all. But I'm still playing. I figured out how to play, and I start busting him up. Busting him up. All of y'all want the small build. Oh, I gotta shoot the three. All right, I'm finna show you how old head get down. So I'm using basic basketball fundamentals, my knowledge on gaming, all these things. And once I figured out how to play, I was in there just like one of the other guys, making them quit. Yeah, I took pride in making guys quit. Every now and then, somebody would give me that work, but for the most part, I figured it out. I figured it out. So back to Battlefield 6, and then I'm gonna go back to another story. I don't feel like doing that in Battlefield 6. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go back to the story, then I'm gonna go back to Battlefield 6, and I'll probably close out. So when y'all talking about all this meta build and all this skill, it brings me back to this is one of the first games when this was coming about. So this is probably the inception of quote unquote meta build. You all remember Street Fighter 2, right? Street Fighter 2, that was one of the games that was popular, extremely popular in the arcade series. And we would go play this in the Washateria. And it would be you had two joysticks, you had the buttons or whatever, and you're playing right next to each other. So you couldn't do all that trash talking. Yeah, you trash talking. That dude, man, he may go Street Fighter on you in real life. So you had to watch what you say. But back to this meta build stuff, most of the time people would play with the more popular characters because you were able to get more victories. And they were easier to play with, which was Ryu and Ken and Ryu. You can spam. That's another thing that came up. Spam. Y'all think all this stuff is new. You would exploit the glitches. So you would do these things, these fake combos. You jump in the air. You do the knee punch, jump in the air, do the knee punch him on the head, and then you crouch down and you do the low kick. Pop, 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 pop. That's spamming. The dude get dizzy, boom. You throw him over the shoulder, rinse and repeat. Jump, boom. Low kick, pop, 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 pop. And then, you want to get throwing a little extra sauce in it. After you get done with the low kicks, maybe he block him. You throw the Hadouken, because he can't jump. So he try to jump. Then, you just have him just hemmed up in the corner with the uppercut. And then you commence again. Jump, jab. He's going to either hit him, because if he hits you, you're over. Because now I'm going to get you with the low kick. Pop, 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 pop. Or I just do that, and then I just run in and throw you. Rinse and repeat. Rinse and repeat. And most of the time, you couldn't get out of that, especially if you were not experienced. It was a cheat style. But everybody did it. Everybody did it. Doesn't that sound familiar? Everybody did it. Isn't that what the meta build is? The most popular. You think you're coming up with something new. It's nothing new under the sun. I've seen people exploit glitches in gaming since the inception of gaming. I even played Atari. I don't know if they had any glitches back. I'm sure they did, but it is what it is. But this meta build stuff, meta build crap. Street Fighter 2, you had all these other characters. They were pretty good. If you took the time to really learn them, with Gal and Blanca and all that stuff. But still, Ken and Ryu, they were the cream of the crop. You couldn't do nothing with Zangief and Dhalsim. Right now, Zangief, he did. If you learned him, he started power driving you on your head, on your dome. He can mess you up. Right, but it was extremely difficult. You still was just Ken and Ryu, man. Ken and Ryu. That was the quote unquote meta build. And you're doing the stuff that's just it's going to get you more victories. It's obvious. So all y'all did with these newer style games, you just moved it to a different area and you're calling it a different name, but it all comes from that concept. Now back to the Battlefield 6. I'm in casual mode. I'm a casual. I'm just learning the game. I am not trying to compete for competition or anything like that. I'm just playing the game for fun. That's it. Not bragging rights or anything like that. So then I'm looking at my progression, my weapon progression, And you got to get up to almost 50 to even get a decent weapon. The things that you all are unlocking through money or your farming XP, is that a skill? Huh? That's a skill, right? That's because that all falls under the. That's how you're leveling up your weapons. I get it, but if you don't know these things, how are you going to know? You have to go searching for it. So the casuals like myself, we just getting obliterated in the game, and it's just like how I said in 2K. Why are you in the wreck? Go play pro-ams where all the sweats are at. But you're running from the smoke because you want to play, you want to game against the cats, you want to get your stats build up so you can make your little videos and you can have your little bragging rights. Sitting in your mom's basement, grown ass men, grown ass men with beards, probably a mortgage, doing all these things. Sweats, just playing the game non-stop. Nothing else better to do. No social, no nothing. Probably not even drinking enough water. You're not getting your workout in. You ain't doing nothing. You just playing the game, playing the game. I don't want to play against y'all. All right, y'all got it, man. You can have the skill title. All right. That's why I can't even play any other game modes. I try to do casual. That's where the casual is supposed to be at. But yet we're constantly getting invaded by you sweats. Because you're going in there, you want to, I'm going to get my wins up. I'm going to get my kill death ratio up. I'm going to get my XP. Then you're sitting there bragging about how much skill you have just because you memorize the maps and you find these difficult hiding spots where people are just not looking at and you're just racking up kills. Whoop-de-doo. Wow, you're such a great gamer. Oh, you're probably using a cheat thing too, cheating software to where there's no recoil and you're getting this automatic aiming stuff. And then just like in 2K, you got the Zens, so you can hit all these shots. You guys are doing the same thing. You're exploiting glitches. You're just taking it up to another level. Glitches and all this stuff and exploitation has been going on since the inception of gaming, and you guys are no different. But you're doing this for bragging rights. So my rant is to you sweats, stay out of casual. If you're so good, go play where the good guys at, man. Why are you in casual? I'm trying to learn the game. I can't even learn the game. And then I'm looking at other videos. That's why the amount of people are leaving. That's why you're running off the casuals. You don't mess around, and I don't want to say in the franchise. I think it's a popular franchise. It's a great franchise, but hey, everything's surrounded by money now. Money. Less people is going to equal less money. Less money, I would think that's equal less quality of a game. You guys are running them away. I don't know why the devs are not doing anything about that. They need to implement a game mode to where they're going to cap off on the kill death ratio. I think that's one of the biggest indicators of how well you are, especially against other players, not the bots. Do that. So if you're low or you get too high, you're not able. You just can't access that area. Force y'all to go somewhere else. I know in 2K they had to come up with something. They had the same similar gripes where these sweats were going against random people, casuals. We're like, hey man, we're just trying to play the game. I like basketball. I like basketball game. I just want to play the game, man. I don't want to go against no squad where I have no chance of winning because you're recruiting every position there is, and you're customizing a build. So, hey, I can get a center with 99 rebounds, 99 passes, and he can shoot the three, but he can't do anything else. He's trash anywhere else. You get the 99 guard or whatever, and then you get your lock. So he's going to swap and switch. No matter who his position is, he's just going to guard the man with the ball. So I know your tricks. I don't want to do that stuff. I don't want to be talking online with another man. Hello, Hello, Lance. How you doing, Lance? Yeah, my name's Brian. Hey, Brian, nice to meet you, man. Yeah, you go ahead and I'm gonna play center. Okay, man, I'll play shooting guard. Where you from, man? No, I don't want to do all that. I don't want to do all that, man. I don't want to talk to no other man just to play the game. So it's the same thing on Battlefield 6. No, I don't want to talk to you. I just want to play the game. I don't want to squad up like that. I know you're still gonna have the squads. I get it, but I don't need to be talking to you. I don't want to play against you guys. That's that. I just want to stay in the casuals. You can have all your other modes. I just want to do casual breakthrough. You can have conquest. You can have your red sec or whatever that is, and all out warfare. You got all these other game modes you can play. But no, y'all sorry self, y'all cheating behinds. You spineless fools want to go into casuals so you can brag. Wow, you're such a great gamer. You got all these advantages, competitive advantages, right? You're getting the maxed out weapons and all these things. You spend all this time. So now you got all this stuff going on. You're going in there with your squad. Hey, man, you're going to flank them to the left. Yeah, you go ahead and get the engineer. I'll be the support. No, I don't want to talk to you. Another reason I don't want to talk to you um, most of the time, and it just happens. It is what it is, man. Yeah, a lot of y'all, I don't know. I guess y'all are racist. Every time, man, I got to hear the N bomb, N bomb, N bomb. I don't want to hear that shit, right? So a lot of you racists, I know y'all lurk online. You get to talk all your shit. I don't want to hear all that, man, because you're not trying to see nobody face to face. That's why you're doing it. So I don't want to. I don't. I'm getting serious with it now. I'm joking around, but I'm being serious. I don't want to talk to y'all like that. You all are toxic, toxic. So my thing is for Battlefield to implement something similar to what 2K did, they had to come up with another game mode, which is no squad Rex, to clear things up. So now it's just total random people in there, no squads, unless you found some way to circumvent it, which would not surprise me because the lengths that y'all would go to cheat for some competitive advantage because you can't take a L is just mind boggling. Y'all are so soft. You're so damn weak. You are soft and so damn weak, man. Um, so yeah, 2K implemented no squad Rex, and it did. I think it did kind of curve the people having this competitive advantage to where casuals like myself, people who don't want to get on the mics and talk, we can still enjoy ourselves and have a good time on a game. Battlefield 6 needs to do the same thing. They need to have it to where, hey, whatever your kill death ratio, if it's too high, no, you can't play over here. Go play with the big boys. Let the little kids play around. We do our things, man. And then, hey, we mess around and get good enough. That's the whole goal. Because once I get good enough, that's it. I know what I'm going to do. You're not that good. I know that. It's the same thing in 2K. Once I figure the game out, that's it. I'm going to be up in there like one of the sweats. But I got to get my stuff off, man. Let me build up. I can't even build up. Like I say, man, sniper, I get about 4 seconds. Pow! Right in the kisser. I'm gone. Pow! I can't even get my, I can't even complete any objectives. You got to get X amount of sniper kills to go ahead and, unlock certain things. I can't even get there. Makes the game no fun. It makes it no fun, man. Tanks everywhere. Like, how the hell you getting tanks? Tanks. Once again, like I said, I am getting better. I got some for them tanks, boy. I'm the tank killer. I got badges on there. I know that's not what they call the badge or whatever that is. I got something. I unlocked something with that. I got a badge with something. Oh, yeah. I got tired of them tanks. Oh, yeah. I know how to get you out of there, boy. I use that engineer. I start gigging them. Yeah, you know that the little remote control, little robot thing they be sending around. That little look like that little Mars rover or whatever. Oh, yeah. I'm getting good with that thing. I don't care. I go in kamikaze style. I don't care. I'll take the death. I'll take the kill. It may take me about 3 or 4 kills, but once I get you locked in, that's it. Hey, you out of there. Because now I'm going to flank you. I take out the engineer that's on the side of them, healing them, all that stuff. I'll get you. I start gigging them. I throw my little mines down. I get up close, throw them mines down. I start gigging them. Giggity, 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 giggity. You see that energy go down, boy. They start trying to run away. So as soon as they start backing up, running away or moving forward, boom, 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 you're running into the mines. And then the players don't know what's going on who are around the tank. So I'm just gigging them, boy. Giggity, 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 dropping them. Then I got my little grenade. I shoot them jokers out too. Out my little thing. Yeah. So I mean, I can catch on. I just don't feel like it. I don't want to go against sweats. It takes the fun out of the game, man. That's why you guys are so stressed out. I know you may be saying I'm stressed out. I'm just ranting. Once I rant, that's it. It's over with. But and I just wanted to kind of poke at some of you sweats out there, man. You sweats and you cheaters. But y'all are taking the fun out the game. Go somewhere else, dude. You're scumbags. You're low lives. You're low lives. It means that much to you. You don't win at anything else. You don't know how it feels to win. So you have to just do this. You have to just grasp on this gaming. That's how you boost your confidence or something. I don't know what it is. I don't know what it is about you all, man. Y'all are ruining the gaming experience. And I blame some of the fault is on the developers. They know what's going on. They see this stuff, man. They look at the numbers. I'm gonna start reporting y'all asses too. That's what I've been doing. Mm-hmm. I report now. I saw that on another channel because another guy, he's a gamer, and he said, "Hey, yeah, I report." Oh yeah, so that's what I'm gonna be. Yeah, you gonna call me a Karen? Yeah, I'm telling. I tell. If you got 80 or more kills, 80 or more, even 70, it depends. Now, if I win the match, I may let you ride. I may let you ride off into the sunset without bothering you. Other than that, 70, 80 more kills, I report your ass. I urge everybody else too. People who are like me, because there is a community of casuals that are like me, who I'm sitting there yapping or whatever. Yeah, there are a community of casuals who yap, who feel like me, right? People, man, we don't have time to be up in the games like that, be coming in sweats. So yeah, report them. The game feel off. Somebody getting off. Pause. They're getting off too much. At the end of the match, they got about 80 kills or whatever, 6 deaths. Report their ass. Yeah, report them. Report them. That's all I do now, man. And another tip that I got from another channel, it said to turn off cross play gaming or cross. What is it? Cross? Yeah, I think it is cross play. Y'all know what it is. We can play against other consoles, PS5 and PC and all that stuff. You can cut all them off, especially you damn PC players. You guys are way out of control. I see PC, I automatically think you're cheating, and it's not cheating. I know a little bit about the PC stuff. It is I don't want to say it's an advantage. It's just it's just a better system. You have a more powerful system. So you're looking at the game, you're playing the game, a smoother game compared to the people on the consoles. So I understand that concept. But you're also, for what I understand, also, it is easier to modify things as well. So that's why you get that cheating. Y'all were cheating in Call of Duty, right? You were cheating in 2K. You're figuring out ways to cheat in damn near every game. Damn near every game you're cheating. I don't even want to play the other games no more. That's why I get most of my enjoyment just from campaign modes and all that stuff. Um, I know you're probably saying, "Hey, let's do campaign." I mean, I do campaign, but I also want to enjoy the other parts of the game too, without any of the sweats. Just give me one. Give me one mode. That's it, man. Just like in 2K. You want to know who has a good one? For Honor. I wish they had something like that. For Honor has a great system. It's almost like, hey, you can jump into Wild Wild West if you want to. We have that for you. But if you want to keep it casual, we'll team you up with a group, and you go against bots. So you can just do whatever. Y'all can just obliterate them. And that's what I do on For Honor. I still play For Honor. And I have a great time playing For Honor. Every now and then I step in the hot water just to see where I'm at. But for the most part, I'm like, nah, them boys, they own it. And I give them their space. but they created a section to where you can still play the game in different game modes, but not versus other players. So now, as a casual, I can still enjoy the game. I can still level up my character and do everything that everybody else can do, or as far as leveling up, and still enjoy the game without having to get obliterated by you sweats and you cheaters. So for honor, salute to you. Kudos to you. I like that. They need to implement that in these other games because it's getting out of hand, and we need more people to speak up. Yeah, I'm gonna write. I'm gonna start writing. Them devs, they be listening. I'm gonna start writing, man. Yeah, man, get these guys out of here, man. Just create something for us. Let y'all do the Wild Wild West. Y'all can have it. You can have the bragging rights and all that stuff. I just want to go against bots at this point until I want to get in the deep end or whatever. But I just want to go against bots, man. Let me enjoy the game by going against bots. That's it. I don't care. That's it. I'll be good with that. I'll be good with that. But to you sweats and you cheaters, F you. I don't like you. I don't like you. It's not skill. Some of it is skill, but a lot of it, oh, you gotta have this certain type of controller, you gotta adjust these settings. That's not skill, man. That ain't got nothing to do with skill. Or what they could do also for another mode before I close out, have it to where I think they try to do it with hardcore settings. I would rather it be one shot, one kill, one shot. Hey, you get hit, you're dead, right? Same weapon. No sniping, no snipers. Same weapon, one shot, one kill. Uh, no adjusted settings. I wish they can do it that way. I know they probably can't. No adjusted settings, smaller maps, and no hiding spots. But still have a couple of areas or whatever, just for covers, but make it simpler. Now you can get an even playing field. I bet they won't do that. And I guarantee the people who's getting all these wins and all that stuff, all that goes away. Because now the playing field is level. Oh, then we'll see how much skill you have. Right? We'll see how much skill you have. You should be able to dominate a game style like that if you have true skill. But most of you don't. You just exploit things within the game. That's it. Oh, I got to use the meta build and all this stuff. And that's it to the end of my rant. Uh, yeah, that's it. I went on 37 minutes. That's enough. That's enough. But hopefully, you all were entertained and you learned a little something. Nothing new under the sun. You're not doing nothing new, man. Cheaters, people who exploit, that's been around since gaming. Meta builds, all these things that's been around since gaming. All the way back to Street Fighter 2 on the arcade system. But sweats, stay out of casuals, man. Let us rock out. That's it, man. I'm out. Peace.